What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute.
AfroBiker.
But as you can see, the speedo's working now. And since the speedo's working, this means... Woohoo! Yeah, the Quickshifter is working again, boys. In my previous video, I spoke about using my OBD2 scanner to clear out the error code or the engine code that was coming up because of the fault with the rear speed sensor. So I cleared the code, right? I cleared the code and I thought that was going to be it. But then it kept coming up. Like every time I clear it, it come up. Clear it, it come back up. I was like, okay, so obviously we've got ourselves a hardware problem somewhere. So the bike was due for its 10k service anyway, so I took it into 5-star Yamaha and I told the guys about the issue. Can we squeeze in? It's looking a bit tight, but I think I can make it. Yeah, it's a bit of a risk to be lane splitting and stand next to a truck, so I like to just go like a bit further up. Anyway, yeah, so they scanned the bike to see if they were going to pick up the same error code that I was, and they did. And I don't know if they run the sensor independently through a different scanner by itself. So when I went to pick up the bike after the service, yeah, I went to pick up the bike after the service. Yeah, so I went to pick up the bike after the service and the guy was like, sorry dude, we couldn't get rid of the error code for you, unfortunately. Yes! Oh, it's turning. Oh, bugger. That's all good, brother. Sick, dude, sick. When you see a Ford Falcon out here, you know it's gonna be messy. Yeah, so I was like, it's definitely a hardware problem. So, and then the guy was like, oh, you know what, we can actually get you a replacement sensor, and while we're at it, it might be good to just get the, you know, the ABS ring as well, just in case we get the sensor and it ends up being that. I was like, okay, cool, how much is that gonna cost? 500 Australian dollars. I was like, nah, okay, I'll grab my bike and then we'll circle back to this sometime later. So I went home and took the sensor out. I was like, I've probably just like ruptured one of the cables. But the funny thing is, it wasn't like a crazy, you know, impact or anything. So that's why I thought it was just going to be something minor, but it obviously wasn't. So anyway, pulled the sensor out, inspected the cables, and then I found the point where one of the cables had actually cut. I was like, okay, at least I know that's, you know, that's definitely the problem. Yeah, so pulled out my soldering wire and my soldering iron and sorted that out, and now she's working. And by the way, you might see a bit of blue and a bit of stuff here and there. That's because in the time that I was trying to determine exactly how to sort out the sensor problem, I ended up buying a wrap on eBay. Looks sick. Yeah, it's a shark wrap. Got it on eBay for like 132 AUD. You can get a more decent looking wrap from SKDA. I'm led to believe they're Australian. Woo! R1 baby! What's going on here? Oh, lights. Incident. What's going on? Someone's gone and hit the traffic lights. Oh, it's raining again. It's been quite a bit on and off with the rains, and as much as it's doable during the week when you're going to work, it's just not fun on the weekend because you want to be tipping out the corners and stuff, you know. This thing's rapid, bro. Anyway, I'll stop over and I'll show you what the wrap looks like. At the moment I'm just going to meet a friend that I met on Facebook, and he's into riding and he's just getting into the stunting scene. Absolutely killing it at the moment. Unfortunately, as much as I would like to take part, yeah, it just got a bit too much on my plate, so I'm just going to watch today. So that's the wrap. See ya. This man's a beast on the wheelies. Looking nice with the green eyes as well. The headlight's still running white, but the DRLs are green now. So yeah, it looks different. Just make sure nobody's doing a coastal wheelie into me.